Because people are gonna want it.
No, we can say that yeah, it's just, I don't know. In development. It's not in production yet.
It's an R&D juice.
It's close to being production, but it's not production yet.
I gotta run another couple of bottles through, and then we'll be good.
Yeah, one more bottle. If you get through a whole bottle without me adding anything to it, then it's ready for prime time.
Alright.
Are you spilling the beans to everybody?
What?
Well, we're live.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
I guess the
Hello.
fucking beans are spilled now, huh?
This is what it sounds like when you talk
totally
about
not
making a juice. I don't even have chat up. I am so
Dude,
unprepared
we're
for fucking
totally not
broadcasting.
live.
We're not?
No!
Yeah, we is.
Yeah, we
I have
is.
to reload or what?
Yeah, we is.
We is. I pushed broadcast. I have 0 dropped frames. I'm assuming we're broadcasting.
I can see it on my screen.
I just got the email that said we're live.
Well, I
Virgin
guess we're
mobile.
Paige
live.
says we're
I
live.
did not.
The
Paige says
internets
we're
don't
live.
lie.
That's right.
That's right. Go to Wikipedia. It tells you so.
Hi, Hayes!
Yeah, the Wikipedia knows all.
Fucking right. Wikipedia cannot be wrong, can it?
No.
Well, welcome to Calling All Vapers, people.
You guys called a lot of vapors.
So, we called in reinforcements.
Because I'm so fucking boring. At least that's what you
You
keep
really
telling
are
me.
so fucking
Yeah, I am.
boring.
You're boring, Jay. It's about the falling asleep on cam.
Oh, right. I'm not
Fucking sit
supposed
back
to
in
Now
do
they're
your
not
that.
chair and you're
just-
sleeping. Yeah, you're not supposed to. That's later, dude.
That's like rule number 1. You never fall asleep on cam.
No, you
It's
never,
like
eh?
sex.
the
That's what
other-
you did not just say that, G-Money.
Yeah, G-Money like the other
It's
night.
a very
I was so
yeah.
close to screenshotting you and you freaking woke up.
You should have, yep. You were sleeping for sure.
Yeah, he was totally
Yeah,
out.
bro.
Eyes
Sure,
were
man.
closed,
You look like fucking comfy. All you were missing was a blanket.
head was right back.
That's why I
Mouth was
woke up.
open.
I didn't have my binket.
Right on.
I don't
Well,
know. I spend so much time in front of a camera. I really need to get a timer on my camera, so that if I don't touch anything on my keyboard or mouse for 5 minutes, my camera turns off.
Been caught holding your.
Shut up.
that's
Jay,
what
we're
choppy-
live, but we're like extremely choppy.
Extremely choppy.
Like if you look at us, we all
Yeah.
look like a bunch of robots.
Do we?
And I'm kind
I
of
saw Hayes
wondering
said
why
something.
it is that everyone but me is on screen.
Oh, really? That's what you're seeing?
It's partly my show, and you completely kicked me out.
No girls allowed.
Okay, well, I don't know what
Jeff, is your
happened
picture
there.
upside down? What the fuck?
No, you're upside down. You know.
What the fuck?
Well, I'll give you some prime real estate then, Zai. Just right here.
Jeffrey!
So-
What? He?
Stop that. You're upside down, you stupid fucker.
No, I'm not.
No. I can see up your nose.
So, who sponsors your show? AJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any giveaways tonight?
AJ from VapeScape. Do we
Holy
have
fuck,
a
now
coupon
Corey's,
code?
what the fuck's going on with you crazy motherfuckers?
He's got
looking
nothing
at
tonight.
shit?
He's had a busy weekend. He hasn't had a chance to do anything to his website, to do anything, so...
Smoke is upside down, Hayes.
Smoke is not upside down. You're all upside down.
He's right
Can't
side.
get in the
He's-
chat.
He's doing it on purpose, honey.
Seems like it's encoding better. I dropped a few frames there, so it seems like it's okay now. If it's better,
I
just
don't know,
let me
I
know,
can
and if it's
see
not, I
stretching.
can stop and rebroadcast. Just let me know.
Well, you're not sleeping yet, so
Nope.
that's a
Yeah, give
bonus.
it 5.
So, hey, Swill.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom. What's up? I called a whole bunch of vapors.
So yeah, AJ's got the Kraken coming. Kraken's coming.
Yeah, that thing looks very cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not a Jenny vapor, so.
I is.
I is too. but that's
Kraken.
on the list.
His next list.
I
is
got
gonna be
Kraken
even
and I
better.
got on the fucking list.
How many of them did you get, Corey?
Just one. There's only
Just
one
one?
of me.
There's only one of you.
Those are sexy little things, but everyone knows my opinion on Jenny's, but they are pretty. I will give them
But-
that.
That's
But-
it.
I'm telling you, my RSST hasn't leaked yet, so you're doing it wrong.
I'm sure I am. And that's fine.
And you're okay with that?
Well,
Because you
I'm
got
fine with
no
that.
one.
I know I'm not doing it wrong, I know I'm not doing it wrong. My RSST leaks like a fucking tap.
Yeah. They are leak prone.
But
For
they're a
sure.
good vape, and so
They
I
are
have to
good.
clean a connector once in a while. Big deal.
Yeah. That's the way I
Although
see it.
at one point there, I had to call my K-Fun Luongo because it would let everything in.
Well, mine wasn't letting anything in; it was all coming out.
Yeah, yours was hemorrhaging pretty bad there, G-Money.
It was.
We had to take a little plastic
And-
fork and a torch to it.
Quite honestly, with mine, by the time I got all about as far as Hope on the way from Saskatchewan to Vancouver, I figured out what was wrong. Because once I hit flat land again, all of a sudden it worked. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, what gives here? And it took a day for it to clue into my head what had just happened. That, you know,
It was full of shitty Saskatchewan air.
it was good till, you know, just on the west side of Calgary. And then it gave me nothing but fucking troubles till we stopped at Princeton. And while we were in Princeton for a day, it worked fine. As soon as we're back on the road again, the thing's fucking pissing out juice all the time.
Altitude?
Never realized it's this constant up, down, driving through the mountains.
Don't take your cape on roller coasters, kids.
Or airplanes.
Or airplanes. Check that shit. Empty. Empty them.
Right on.
It's a destination tank.
That's right.
That's when the dripper is useful.
The Eye of Mordor is what you're saying.
And I never even took a Jenny with me. I never even took a fucking Jenny along with me. I
Why
took the
not?
K-Fun, a Pro Tank, and because I figured I had the K-Fun. What do I need to travel with a leaky Jenny for?
Oh, but the
then
Jenny's
the
your
K-Fun, you know,
go-to,
that's-
man.
Yeah, but Jenny's your go-to.
Right, but it-
yeah, like
You
But it
crazy
leaks.
motherfucker.
I know! I fought it out. That was the problem. I shouldn't have fought. If I would have thought, I would have had 3 Jennies with me and I would have been happy the entire time.
I never go anywhere with Jennies anymore. Just
I thought you were going to say you never think.
no, I always think I'm a brilliant motherfucker.
hey Wayne, welcome.
I'm just about ready to hire someone to walk behind me with a light bulb over my head all the time.
I just need somebody to keep lifting my halo back into place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Don't you have horns that hold that up yet?
He sent them in
Well,
for
they haven't
polishing.
grown in evenly.
So your halo will be a little tilted. It's all good.
It's only a little airborne. It's still good. It's still good.
Huh, that's funny. One of my horns is about a head and a body too low.
Really?
Really?
We're gonna talk about that?
So are you trying? It's one of your horns, or are you saying that you're a unicorn and you only have one horn?
Depends on what kind of unicorn it is. Is it a big horned unicorn?
Not
You
you.
in Norwal.
Huh?
Well, I want to talk about these fucking bottle labeling because I've got some issues after all that
You've got
show
a lot
and
of
everything.
issues that
Well,
only professional psychiatric help is going to
well,
cure.
no, I don't want to talk about those issues. I want to talk about bottle issues.
Okay.
Because I've gone
So-
over that whole thread and all the stuff on their website about making their labels. And I watched that Vape Live show, and so I look at the labels and I see how do you open the bottle and how you close the bottle. Now, if you're not smart enough to figure that out, you probably shouldn't be vaping to start with. Because if
Oh,
you
is this
can't
an
open
attack
and
on
close
me?
a fucking bottle, like, bye. Skull and
I
Is this-
wholeheartedly agree with that.
Skull and crossbones, honestly, shouldn't be on the bottle. There's no skull and crossbones on cigarettes. There's no skull and crossbones on liquor. You know, there's nothing
Hold up. Is this an attack on me about the whole opening caps?
No, this wasn't an attack on you. If you go and look at the label that Rainbow Vapor has set out on how they have to be done, it says right
Oh,
on it
good lord.
how to open and close a bottle. Oh, Corey's got it there.
Really?
Yeah, it tells you how to open it and
Has
how to close it.
instructions.
Yeah,
Open package, eat nuts.
yeah, yeah, seriously.
See,
And I mean, I
I made
understand
the
what
switch.
she's doing.
My labels are all Health Canada compliant now.
I'm sorry, I
100%
can't. I
Health
can't
Canada
buy into
compliant.
this Health Canada compliant horse
Do your
monkey.
bottles say how to open them now?
It says how
Fucking rights they do. That's a legal requirement.
Really?
a legal
So
requirement.
here's
of
my
what?
take on it. Do I like this? Health Canada was tricked into approving a label. Right now, the only law stopping us, this is the only law stopping us in Canada right now, is customer compliance,
Okay.
packaging compliance. This is a federal law, a statute that is out
Okay.
there on all consumer products. And in every category, you have to meet a certain criteria of labeling,
Okay.
where they have designated, because that's what they were holding up Rainbow Vapor on.
Yeah.
Rainbow Vapor tried to do the right thing. They tried to get approved. They tried to be completely legal with everything they were doing. And Health Canada, your label's not compliant. You're not labeling it correctly. You're refused. You're refused. You're refused. So what are we doing wrong?
They're
well,
refused.
this-
What are they? Hold on. What are they refused?
They tried to get the actual, business approved by Health Canada to do what they were doing, because they got tired of receiving letters saying to shut down. Because that's what happens. If you're a juice vendor, you will get letters from Health Canada telling you to shut down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They got tired of getting those letters.
Okay.
So what is wrong with what we're doing? And well, your labeling is incorrect. You're not doing this legally. Your bottling is illegal. What are we doing wrong? Well, this font isn't big enough. You legally have to have this font at this size. So they changed the font, sent the label back in, because if you are going to sell a consumer product in Canada, by law, your label has to be approved. Because of how they designate this as being under Health Canada is the one that has to approve your labeling. As stupid as that is the bullshit in Canada as we see it right now.
Okay.
So what they did is they kept going through these steps of making the change Health Canada said.
Yep.
It was refused. Here's why it's refused. After about 10 trips through this bullshit, Health Canada said, if you just do this one last thing, that's all you have to do and your label's approved. They did it. Health Canada approved the label because they had all this tracked and in writing.
Right.
They have the letter stating that their template that they gave all of us is
legal.
now Health Canada compliant. It is
Okay.
legal.
Yeah.
With,
So with
this template on a bottle, we are
It's
now
legal.
compliant to customer compliance in Canada.
Okay, so now her business is a legal business. They cannot shut her down.
No,
No,
it isn't. But the
More
label,
bullying.
the one law that they have to throw in our face till regulations come in
is the
is
label.
now null and void.
Okay.
I mean, really, it boils
Do I
down
like the
to
label?
like Wayne said in his chat. It comes down to bully tactics. I agree with that. I think the labeling is a bunch of horse shit. We're all fully grown ass adults, and we can totally and completely understand, decipher, and know what we are doing.
Okay.
But in the end, who really looks at the fucking label anyway?
That's it. But wait, if that's the hoop we have to jump
smart
through,
people. Smart people look at labels.
So you don't read the labels at all, then?
Blake has never read a label in his life then.
If the American could jump in just for a second to offer that wisdom.
Yeah. Just a
Read your labels, motherfuckers. You
Shit.
need to know what you're putting inside yourself.
But if that's the only hoop we have to jump through, then, I mean, really, it's not a big fucking deal.
It
Yeah, but
sucks,
I don't
but it's
like
not
it.
a big deal.
But do you want your kids
It sucks,
seeing
yes.
you vaping something that's got the poison symbol on it?
Yeah,
That's
because I
the
don't.
people
Yeah,
that are
because I
trying to
don't want them. Yeah, see, it's the converters. It's the conversions.
my
That's
thing.
the tough part,
You know, it's,
right? But at the same time, they're used to seeing god awful lungs on their packs of cigarettes. Is a little fucking pirate gonna fucking piss them off?
Well, I
I mean,
guess,
if you're
Hang on a
that hung
second.
up on it,
I guess too. I mean, it
Tell
comes
me-
down to 5-gallon pail too, right? Why they've got the baby upside down in the pail with water in it? Well, you don't leave a fucking 5-gallon pail with
You know what?
water
This is
around
all
the baby.
stemmed
That's
from
it.
all the time. This is stemmed from people that were too fucking stupid to move that shit out of the way or keep it out of reach of their kids.
But you know
and
what?
now we have to make up for their stupidity.
Yeah, it's on
You know
bleach
what?
though.
It's no fucking different than why do they have to put caution hot on a fucking cup of coffee now? It's because of stupid people.
And we're coddling,
some stupid ass
coddling these
American
fucking
hot-ass
idiots
coffee on
so
herself at
much.
McDonald's and won millions of dollars.
That's
from
it.
But we're coddling this. Like,
And
we
now
need
it's
natural
everywhere.
selection. We need
Yep.
that. Because then we can
But you
weed
know
out
what?
the stupid.
You say you don't want people
You can't weed out
seeing-
stupid.
you don't want converts seeing the skull and crossbones due to the fact that they're going to be, oh no, it's chemicals.
Will they though? Will they though? Hey,
But
look at
then
your
you
pack
look
of,
at them
your pack
and
of
go,
cigarettes. Really?
That's it.
Really? You're
You
worried
look
about
at them,
chemicals right now?
That's
Hey,
it.
we're the
You're worried
stupid
about chemicals.
motherfuckers
Come on.
that stuck with the word e-cigarette.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Exactly.
As soon as we
Got it
found
right
out what it was,
Mhm.
it should not have been labeled e-cigarette anymore.
No.
In any
No.
form or
Fucking
factor,
right.
because as
Should have
soon
been
as you
personal
put
vaporizer.
Yep.
soon as you put
No.
cigarette with something, it is instantly bad for you.
Oh
It
yeah,
doesn't
total
matter
stigma.
what's in
Total
it.
stigma.
Exactly.
Call
whoever
electronic
named-
Fucking
doing
Americans.
You know, call it anything except a cigarette. You know,
Yep.
cigarettes.
27.
Get them off the fucking market.
Game.
No.
Blu-ray combo
Well,
pack.
yeah, get them off the market, but don't anything to do with cigarettes, smoke, nothing like that. You don't want it
No.
labeled anywhere near a cigarette.
August 27.
That's why.
Blu-ray combo pack.
That's why Nicorette gum isn't cigarette gum, because it's fucking horrible. It's a terrible stigma to put on it.
I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly believe you hit the nail on the head when you said that. They should have just been marketed as personal vaporizers.
Hold on a minute.
And it's vapor.
I am going to take a vape from my modified flashlight tube that now holds a vaporizing liquid atomizer.
And you know what? Here's
That
another
has a
thing.
foil wrapped around
you-
fucking
If you
silicone.
want to,
Yep.
if you want to avoid that whole fucking label shit, just put on there "Do not consume." They do that shit all the time in the United States. Like that I don't know if y'all ever heard of it in Canada, but there was like this potpourri shit. People were smoking it to get high. But on the package
Really?
it clearly says "Do not consume," but the purpose of selling it was so people would fucking smoke it.
Was that bath salt shit where it
No,
makes you
that
go
wasn't-
get naked and eat people's faces?
No, that was bath salts. That wasn't potpourri, but good try. I mean, you was in the general. Yeah, you're just dumb.
That's the guy that can't put a full fucking sentence together.
Blake, you totally dropped the ball on that one, honey. I was expecting a fucking really
Yeah,
good
nice.
one.
Nice quippy comeback.
I
He's
didn't drop
usually
the ball.
so quick.
No, that's what I meant to say.
That
Didn't
he's
mean anything
stupid?
different. Yes. How the fuck do you get bath salts from fucking potpourri? Have you
Well,
ever
you
seen
were saying some
potpourri?
fucking shit you buy, you smoke it. I didn't know if it was the same shit that makes you get naked and eat people's faces.
They wasn't smoking that. They was snorting it.
Oh, I
You are
don't
clearly an intelligent individual.
know.
How the fuck
So-
do you get smoke from salt?
Oh,
I
shut
don't
up.
know. What do they fucking do with these bath salts? Do they stick them in their wounds or something?
No, I just told you they snorted.
I put them in my bath water.
Fuck.
You know, call me crazy. I put bath salt in my bath water.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
what I
when
would
I'm
say.
stiff and sore and I want muscles to relax.
Yep.
Yeah, you just put "Do not consume" on your fucking label. That's what I do.
That's what it all boils down to, damn it.
But yeah, if that's the one hoop we have to jump through in Canada to get them off our backs, really, it sucks, but who the fuck cares?
That brings me to another question. Do y'all have pictures on your cigarettes to make it
Mhm.
clear that they're?
Oh, yeah.
See, we
Hey,
don't
they
have that in the
consume,
United States.
they
Three-quarters of
consume,
the
what
pack.
is it now? 3/4 of the pack now.
Wow.
And they're like beautiful color pictures of cancer-ridden lungs.
Let me go see if I can find a pack of cigarettes. Give me one moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that fucking e-cigarette label. That e-cigarette label that's been put on it, because I guarantee you, if they hadn't labeled it e-cigarettes, it'd be a totally different fucking beast in the United States.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Absolutely. And you know, it's really frustrating, right, when you're trying to convert people and then they, you know, they're checking your bottle.
They hear that
out,
word
and they-
cigarette.
And they've got this, and they've got on the bottom of the label that skull and crossbones right in the middle, right out in your face.
Yep.
And it's going to be impossible to tell people, oh yeah, this is safe. Yeah, this is safe. That's why I put a skull and crossbones on there.
So, for our American friend, there's a pack of cigarettes.
That's an old pack too.
There is. No, this Amy just bought this yesterday.
Oh,
But there's the branding. There is the label.
Holy
That's
shit.
the warning. Yeah, it takes up 3/4 of a pack.
That's more than 3/4. That's like 7/8.
Like the whole
lot.
fucking thing almost.
Yeah, well,
And unfortunately, vaping isn't for everybody. Like, it hasn't worked for my better half yet. We're still working on a juice and a combination that's going to work for her and not tear her throat to shit.
hey, my
but we're
wife
not there yet.
refuses to. My wife refuses to for the simple fact that she feels stupid doing it.
Well, for Amy, it attacks her throat, and it just literally she can't breathe afterwards. We've tried different PG, VG flavorings, different brands. Nick, her throat
You know what
is
you
just
do?
very sensitive to it.
Try and use just fucking water. She won't get any vapor production, but she'll still get nicotine.
Yeah, that
What
might
do you
work. But you know,
Distilled water.
at the end of the day, we all know, as converts, we all know that when you're ready,
You're ready.
You're right.
Yeah.
and be it whether vaping worked for you, or there are those cases. Nicorette works, some are cold turkey works, whatever. When you are ready, you will make it happen.
Well, here's the thing. I think vaping's horrible for quitting smoking. I think it's a horrible idea to switch to vaping with the thought of quitting. It's a horrible idea. You're never gonna quit on vaping. You're either gonna vape or you're gonna smoke, one or the other.
Yeah.
If they took it away
that's-
tomorrow, I'd be back smoking. I know I would.
Oh, yeah.
And that's something that's
If
been
they-
posed to me in
If
the
they
past.
took it away, tomorrow, in 3 years when I ran out of juice, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to find Nick somewhere else and keep going.
No, you
Yeah,
make
that's-
your own nicotine. You would make your own. They're just gonna
We
make
would.
it more dangerous.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it more dangerous because you can make your own nicotine. It's super easy to make nicotine.
I see
It's not-
a spin-off of Breaking Bad with a bunch of us in a fucking RV in the field in Saskatchewan fucking extracting nicotine. That's what I see.
Curly has an RV.
There you go. We're halfway there.
We can make this work.
We're halfway there.
Now,
Who's going to be Heisenberg?
downstairs before my ass gets kicked?
Corey.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
At
Corey would
least,
be Heisenberg.
at least
But-
you would know what's going into your nicotine.
That's right.
True.
And I mean,
This is
Blake,
true.
you mentioned, you said you're either going to quit smoking and start vaping, or you're going to quit vaping and start smoking. That's really what it is. I've had so many people say, well, if you drop the cigarettes, why don't you just drop that? I have no intention to drop this.
No.
I gave this up as a harm reduction to smoking.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm a smoker. I'm just smoking something healthier.
well,
When,
that's just
when
it.
you, well, I mean, look, even people who do actually quit smoking completely, you always have that urge. You always
Yeah.
want to smoke.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I quit smoking for months when I was in the Navy.
Oh, I quit
When I
smoking
went
for
to-
years before, and I fell off the wagon.
Yeah, every day I wanted a cigarette. Every single day. And,
Yeah.
and you know how I started back smoking? I've been off cigarettes for like 6 months completely. And every day I wanted one. As soon as I left boot camp to go to the airport, they had this was in 2004. They had this little cigarette stand, right? $12 a pack, and just fucking Navy kids just standing there buying cigarettes the whole fucking time.
Holy fuck.
That's the only reason I didn't buy one. $12 a pack. I was like, hell no. Then on my plane ride to A school, I was like, yeah, I'm going to quit smoking. But I started back off Black and Mild. It was a slow conversion back to smoking cigarettes. It's hard, man. It takes a lot of willpower. It's like an alcoholic quitting drinking. You always have the urge to drink. You always have the urge to smoke.
Yeah, people always say, "Oh, great, you quit smoking with that. So how long until you quit that?" Well, I have no fucking intention of quitting this.
No.
Yeah,
This
it's either
is in
this or
place of
smoking.
me smoking.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just
I
it.
may at some point in time get down to where I don't have nicotine in this because
Yeah.
my neck is lowering
Yeah.
all the time.
I keep hearing people say this. Sorry, go ahead, Corey. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, I was gonna say I don't care if I get to zero or not. It's not a goal to get to zero.
No.
Do I see myself giving up vaping? Fuck no, because that would mean leaving this community, and I never want to leave this community.
Yeah.
I cut
Here's
down
my
my
thing.
nic level because I was chain vaping and just finding myself nicking out. So I just cut down my nicotine level till I was at a level that I could chain vape to my heart's content and not get a headache.
Well, see, here's my thing. These people keep saying, "Oh yeah, I'm at 0 nic." Like that's any fucking better for them. When the truth is we know the consequences of nicotine. It's very low.
Yeah.
Nicotine's about as dangerous in a moderate amount. It's about as dangerous as caffeine.
Yeah.
Well, it's
It
naturally occurring in most of our vegetables.
Tomatoes have nicotine in
Potatoes.
them. Potatoes, but anyways,
Potatoes,
the point
broccoli,
is,
cauliflower.
Yeah.
but nicotine
Eggplant.
is not that harmful in itself. The things that could be harmful in vaping isn't even the nicotine. It's the other shit we're mixing in with it. Not saying that it is, but I'm not saying it's not either.
Well,
Yeah,
and
we
there
don't
was
know.
just that study that was just put out of the
We just-
University of Alberta, I think, it came out of. Or was it BC? I can't remember which one. But they proved that secondhand water vapor smoke is not harmful. It is zero harm. The amount of anything that is in it is lower than what is in our air.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that it's been a proven fact that PG helps reduce the passing of
The common cold.
colds, all kinds of sicknesses. They use it in they pump it throughout hospitals all over to try and help prevent.
they use
staph
VG
and-
now. They don't use PG. They use VG now in the hospitals.
Are they using VG now?
Well, I know in Canada they are.
In the hospital oxygen system,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the piped oxygen, it is
Yeah.
propylene glycol that's being put in
Yeah.
there as
Oh,
an antiviral.
Yep.
Well, they use.
In the air circulatory system for the whole hospital, though, is
VG as a moisturizer.
as a moisturizer,
Yep.
and because any viruses that are in the air, it will attach itself to, and it is heavier than air, and it'll sit down, and it won't allow that virus or bacteria to spread.
You got it. You
Yep.
got it,
There's
buddy.
also, they use PG and inhalable medicines.
Yep.
Inhalable medicines, PG is used as a diluent.
And PG's used in asthma inhalers, or was. I'm not sure if it still is, but it was an asthma
No, it
inhaler.
still is.
So that tells us again that PG and VG is not what we got to worry about. What we have to worry about is flavoring.
Yeah.
Flavoring is the big worry for myself, anyways.
Yeah.
Because we already know that certain flavorings in your lungs will give you pneumonia and a number of other things.
And I've got a friend of mine, and his buddies smoke or vapes, and he only uses nicotine and VG with distilled water. He uses no flavorings because he doesn't know what it's going to do, and that's where he's comfortable vaping, and that's how he vapes, and that's fine.
Well, and that's
You know,
fine.
There's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, here's my take on all this debate back and forth. Not the debate tonight, but the debate on the forums about flavoring this and flavoring that. Well, okay, I don't know exactly what is going to happen if I put this, or this in my body. But guess what? I do know that is a bazillion times better for me than the 2 to 3 packs a day I was smoking before this.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's my thing with that is I don't know. You don't know. You don't for a fact that it is better. But being a gambling man, you have to assess the risks. What's the chance? The chances are really good that it's not
really good.
It's
I'll
not
take that
anywhere
bet
near
every day.
as bad as
And
smoke.
cigarettes.
But you cannot say 100% that it is better because we don't really know.
Do not.
No.
I totally agree.
No, but in cigarettes,
the
there's
chances-
4,000 chemicals, and they've only identified 2,000.
But logic would show. I'm just
Yes.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's safer. I'm just saying. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
But like
Are we really having
were
this
talking-
conversation?
Well, no,
we were
you know-
talking about this earlier, and like Corey said, Health Canada has completely approved everything else we have in our e-cigs except for the
Except-
nicotine.
Well,
Because
and-
they market them everywhere, and those are totally allowable. As long as they do not have nicotine. They can have food flavoring in them, that's fine. Just no nicotine.
well,
so-
here's my question. How the fuck do they plan on regulating this? How do they plan on regulating
They
it?
don't. That's
It's
why.
not
That's why we haven't
That's
heard
their
anything
hang-up.
since 2009.
Yeah.
Right?
It's impossible. They're not going to be able to do it, especially in the United States, because nicotine is the biggest used pesticide in the United States. So they can't outlaw nicotine because they're going to kill the farmers. The farmers are already struggling.
But that's
So-
their hang-up, Blake. They can't regulate it. They can't find a way to tax it. They can't find a way to regulate it. So that's their hang-up. If we can't regulate it and we can't tax it, then we're going to make it illegal so no one can get their hands on it because we're
They
not getting
can
our money.
tax it. They are taxing it. But the problem is they can't tax it like cigarettes.
No,
Right,
that's
the
their
hang-up,
hang-up.
yeah.
That's the
exactly.
problem.
Because any one of us can get into this business. It's not like you have to have the backing, the billions of dollars to have a cigarette, manufacturing plant to be a player in this game. If you got a good head on your shoulders and $1,000 kicking around and the ability to spend a year building yourselves up, you can be a player in this game.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You don't even need $1,000. You don't need $1,000. Are you fucking kidding me? You need
But Blake, we're not all as smart as you.
$500.
That's it.
Well,
We
no, I'm
cannot
just saying,
all be
I'm just
Americans.
saying, because it's different for Canadians. They got all this fucking chicken and bullshit. Y'all have like an impossible time getting nicotine. You got to use some fucking American as a mule for you. I'm just gonna start coming out into
Will you
hangouts
be
and
my
braying.
mule?
I'm just
How's that
Our
saying
mule.
go? American by the grace of God?
I don't know.
It's going to be interesting,
But no,
though, man. Because I read somewhere today that the FDA is planning on releasing something in October.
But that was said 6 months ago about it was coming in July. And it was said, 3 months before that it was coming in May. And then it was coming in February, and it was coming in November of 2012, and it was coming in July of 2012, and it was coming in February of 2012. Like, I've been around long enough that I've heard this over and over and over again.
Well, even when
I
I
don't
first
know-
started, we were in this discussion with, it's coming in February,
Yeah. No.
and it never came.
I mean,
The date keeps changing, but it'll be interesting to see if they actually do manage to ban online sales, because that's what I think it is for October. They want to ban online sales of e-cigarettes, so you have to go into a store physically. That's the
okay.
way of getting around it, right?
yeah, well, that's what they're going to do. But I mean, how are they going to ban sales person to person? I mean, they can't.
I was
They're
going to
not
say,
gonna be able
welcome to
control it.
Facebook, motherfucker.
Yeah.
They're not going to be
Really?
able to control it,
Well,
and
that's
not
it.
to mention, they can't ban the individual sale of each product. So people are just going to start selling it split up.
Yeah.
It's just going to go to the underground. It's what it's going to do. It's going to stay online, but it's going to go to the underground. And those who are in the know are in the know, and those who aren't, well, tough fucking shit.
No, we'll get taught by those who are in the know.
Yep.
I can, and I don't know.
What the hell is Corey
What the hell
holding
is
up?
Picture,
That's
vape
his-
school.
Oh,
Just hold on, guys. I got Amy standing right beside me.
Yeah, no
Oh,
problem.
you-
So
Check
I
me
just
out.
turned off my cam and muted my mic. She can pop her head in here and say hi to everybody, though. Just give me 1 second.
ah. I probably won't.
No, you could. And you
But
can
I
meet the other
probably
Amy.
won't.
I am the other Amy. Hi, sweetie.
She's famous.
She's famous.
She's famous.
Now she's
And I didn't get
famous.
slapped yet.
Nice, yet.
Yeah,
There it is.
Did someone screenshot that?
You said it. It's like you were waiting for it.
So I will
He was-
return in just.
Yeah, no problem, Corey.
Oh, that was foreplay. We just saw foreplay.
Uh-oh, Corey's running away now.
That's redneck foreplay right there.
The longer their phony baloney overpaid jobs. And that's just it. It's just a bunch of bullying, Wayne.
Well, it is, but I thought it
There.
was worth talking about, right? Like,
No, it's totally valid to talk about.
it's good content. It gives us something to
Yeah.
babble about. So,
Yeah. It absolutely is. And I mean, like I said, it sucks, but if it's the one hoop
Yeah, you know
that
what?
we have to jump through,
Yeah,
it's true.
exactly.
I mean,
You know what? You know
if you
that
explain
you
it-
make.
Sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Yeah, all right. Well, if you explain it to your customer, right, and you and everything. You know, hey,
Just tell them.
this is what Health Canada set forward that we have to do to be able to sell our product.
Now you look at them and you go, wait a minute, quick, reach into your pocket, grab out your pack of smokes, and tell me what you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know, I can't.
You know?
I can't say that because, I mean, I can't tell you the number of times that I've been vaping and someone's been like, "Oh, you need to stop that before you kill yourself," as they smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like seriously, man.
Well,
That's
Like
the part
really?
that'll make it all
You're gonna
black.
say that while you smoke a cigarette?
that's what you got to get over. That's what you got to get them over, though, right? Because there's no skull and crossbones on cigarettes. There's no skull
Not
and
No,
you
crossbones.
know.
there might as well be though.
Well, there might as well be, but there's no skull and crossbones
There's not in
on
the United
alcohol.
States.
Right?
There's nothing like that in the
But-
United States.
Yeah,
They're
There
trying
isn't
to
there
pass
either,
it.
right?
But-
I mean, alcohol's dangerous.
But
too.
with that, do we have the funding to go after them? Because
To fight it, exactly.
what we're up against, we are up against big tobacco saying no, you don't do this. We're up against, you know, the pharmaceutical companies that own corporate, you know, outfits like the lung association. Like 67% of the budget for the lung association comes from one pharmaceutical company.
Yeah.
So
We don't have the
that's what
backing
we're
to
up
fight.
against. So we have to play by their rules.
Yeah.
You have
They
to be
tell
the
me this is what I
cockroaches.
have to do. They tell me this is what I have to do to be able to play this game.
Then you
Fine.
do it.
I'll do it.
Yep.
I'll play your silly reindeer games.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
it.
Well,
I mean, you make good arguments, Corey, right? I mean, like we've all got our own feelings about it, right? And you know, you go on the forums and you listen to some of the other people, and they just don't want to listen to any other parts of the whole grand scheme of things, right? You know.
well, I mean,
And the real
nicotine
problem
is extremely dangerous.
The real problem I had with that
Extremely
show, though, I don't know if any of you guys have watched that Vape Live TV episode, but it was very one-sided, and they were coming down on other people's thoughts and opinions about the whole thing. They wouldn't just, you know, be open-minded like they want us to be open-minded. They need to be open-minded as well. You know, and everybody has to work together. I mean, I made a post on Facebook because everybody was fighting on Facebook and says, why don't you guys all grow the fuck up? We're all fighting the same fight. We're all adults. And
Yep.
let's work together and solve this problem. Us bickering
Actually-
amongst ourselves is going to make the problem worse.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
good
Jay,
healthy
do you have
debate.
a-
It's a pick.
For
It's a
that-
pick your battle.
Yeah, a good
You know,
healthy debate.
at the end of the
is
day,
valuable.
it's a.
Jay, do you have a link for that?
Well, I don't know. I
It's
mean,
on,
just
it's on
throw
considering,
it up.
VR. So.
Corey, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. Right
Yeah,
out of my
pick
mouth.
your
It's
battle.
totally
It's-
which hill do you
It's about
die
to pick
on?
your battles.
Yeah.
And to
this-
fight
this
over
is-
labels, I'm sorry. As a businessman, I've invested my money,
Yep.
family money. You know, this is invested in. As a businessman, my personal feelings don't fucking matter.
Yeah, you're
No.
They
totally
don't
right.
play
Well,
into
Corey-
it. And as soon as this gets emotional or personal over something as stupid as fucking labeling,
Well, yeah, no, for sure.
I'm
Yep.
sorry, but we have lost it. And as soon as we are fighting, and that show did more damage than it could ever do good
Absolutely.
because of the fighting and the bullshit and the lies
Yes.
and the
So-
half-truths.
I'm not sure know what the
And-
fuck y'all's talking about. I haven't seen this show. I don't watch any shows. I watch.
It's the Vaping Greek show. His last episode was on Canada.
Yeah, and you know,
But
I
with
want
it,
healthy debate.
you know,
Where are you going?
healthy debate's fine, but some
Yeah.
things aren't up for debate.
Yes.
Labeling, legally binding requirements to be able to be in this business, that's not up for debate.
No.
No.
Someone's already done the legwork. This is the law. You follow it,
And
or you
you've
fight
changed
it.
my mind. You've changed my mind too, Corey, because I was all about, and I'm not doing this. And you've changed my mind just us talking about it.
But that's
healthy
it.
Yeah.
debate, and that's healthy and not letting emotion play a role, right?
Exactly. It's,
You know-
we all have our own opinions and feelings, and that, and let's use them in a fight that hasn't been won yet. This
Well,
one,
hey,
even
yeah.
if we don't like the outcome, it's been won.
Yeah.
You know, Rainbow
Isn't-
Vapors won this fight for us already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fucking ride their coattails and be thankful.
And
just
that's
fucking,
just it.
It's just
Is-
that little pocket of ammo you have in your back pocket if Health Canada comes knocking on your door.
Excuse
Is,
me, but
um,
I've got the proper label,
well-
so you've got fuck all
Well,
to say to
before-
me.
Before the
Hold on, is-
label, I was standing there with a revolver and nothing in it. Now I have one shell in my revolver.
Yeah.
You know, as we progress, maybe I'll get to a full load. You
Yep.
know,
Absolutely.
but right now, it's better than an empty revolver.
Yes.
You know, I've got something
Yeah.
that I didn't have before.
Well,
When they come firing at you, you've got at least one thing you can fire back.
Yeah.
is the Vaping Freak show, that's in the United States, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Vape
Yeah.
Live or something like that, or
Well, you
Vape
have
TV?
Live?
Vape Team?
What? Okay,
Vape
so
Team, maybe
so
that's what it is.
so without me watching the show, basically he was saying how ridiculous having to put cross.
No,
No. That's our opinions.
Nothing negative against Dimitri. Please,
No,
please don't
no,
think
no.
that. And
No,
nothing
it wasn't-
negative about Dimitri.
No, I'm just trying to get a grasp of what he was saying.
No, he
wasn't
had
saying
Cindy
it.
from
He was
Rainbow
interviewing.
Vapor. He was interviewing, yes.
He was interviewing
Okay.
a Canadian vendor that fought against Health Canada and won with the labels.
Okay,
So-
okay.
And
See, because I can understand
and
where
just the
Americans come
spin-off
from
of what
because
happened.
we don't have any labeling like that on our cigarettes even. Like
Right.
the lungs, like y'all got there's a warning label on the side, and that was it. So to have to put skull and crossbones on nicotine, I can understand where American vendors would be pissed off, and you know, because I mean, we don't do that for cigarettes even.
Are you talking to me?
You know,
No, I mean,
but the
it's been
spin-off of
classic.
this has been
sorry, Corey, go
has
ahead.
been negative. Like
Yeah.
the spin-off of what got said there has been negative because of personality clashes, bad
Jay,
choices
can
of
you put Jeff back
wording,
up?
having blanket statements being made, a personal attack against Maple Leaf Vapes. There was a lot of bad that never needed to be there.
Yeah.
What should have been basically a customer service announcement. Really, the labeling should have just been a customer service announcement that this is what is being required of us. So this is what we've done. Here it is. This is to maintain compliance.
Oh,
There's no debate when the cigarette companies.
Hey,
Go ahead.
welcome to the
Curly,
vape community.
Curly asked Ian got attacked.
Well, just verbally.
Yeah,
like verbally
yeah.
attacked.
Verbally. Yeah, Maple Leaf Vapes got verbally attacked for not following the labeling procedures laid out by Rainbow Vapor. Shit went sideways, and it didn't need to. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, yeah,
And
for sure.
It was a group of people fighting over something that didn't need to be fought. It just never needed to go there, and it did.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
hold on. Did it go there because Rainbow Vapor was pissed off because they had to do it, but this other company wasn't doing it?
Blake, Wayne threw the link up for you so you can watch it.
I
if you
can't.
like.
I can't speak. I can't speak for somebody else's, intentions, Blake.
We can't speak for anybody else's. They're their own company and they've got to make their own decisions. So.
That's
Yeah.
funny. Y'all are better people than I am because I'd straight up call them out.
But is Rainbow Vapor got their panties all up in a bunch because they've gone out, they've taken the time and spent the money to get these labels approved, and now they're trying to force feed it down our throats so that they can get their ends taken care of?
Well, that's the way I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it as a we did it, so now everyone else has to.
I think in some ways
I
her
think it's
intentions are good the way she's sharing the information that she's learned. I don't
I
think
think
she's
it's
trying
the
to be.
But
Safety
it's the
precaution.
methods that are wrong.
Yes.
It's the methods that are wrong.
Yes.
The method
And like Curly
It's-
just put into chat.
can we just
Curly put in
stop for 1
exactly
second?
what-
It's one person's thoughts, the way she does it. It's Rachel. Let's
Yeah.
just call a fucking
Yeah.
spade here. It's
You-
not
you-
Cindy, it's
and
not
you know what,
Rainbow
you're right.
Vapor, it's
we
Rachel.
We need to clarify that, and you are 100% right, bud. And we should have done it earlier.
Yeah.
This wasn't Cindy. This was Rachel
Yeah.
Coffey.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, hats off for getting this approved for us. Huge step forwards for us. At the
Yep.
same time, I would rather have a pretty picture on my bottle than this fucking label.
Yeah.
I would rather do it my way. I would rather do what Vinny does with cold turkey and have a beautifully labeled bottle. Can't fucking do it.
No.
Or the
Shit
standard or any of that, right?
But
Yeah.
really,
Any of
though,
those.
when it boils
Shit
down to
changed.
it, right now there's no legislation stating that we must absolutely have this label. We're still in that gray area. So
Yeah,
until
but-
legislation
No,
is
we're not.
passed,
That's-
No.
but
That's
we're not there. Because this is all covered under a consumer product.
That's it.
And the way
That's
it's been
what I thought
we were-
classified too. And it's the way it's
Just
been
put do not
classified.
consume on the
Right.
bottom.
Because not only is it a consumer product, but it's been classified as a chemical, I believe. If I read that.
What is?
But everything is classified as a chemical.
Everything.
Has a chemical number.
But if we were to all do this, it would just be so much better off. There would be,
It gives them less ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
it, right?
Like Corey said, now we've got 1 round in our chamber
That's
on our
it.
pistol. If we
Yeah.
can fill up all 6 of our chambers, we're rocking, right?
Yeah.
We've got somewhere to go.
Well,
with it.
at least we have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
You know, right now we are this little group. We are loud, we are proud, and we're not going to back down anytime soon. But we spend more time spinning our wheels and fighting each other
Absolutely.
than we do trying to accomplish the common good. Like, there's a reason why I don't go to ECF. It was just a clusterfuck.
Mhm.
You know, that's what ECF was for me. The Canadian sub got so vile and disgusting, I couldn't be there. It was just attack.
See, and
we-
this
we
here
keep
is
shooting
not a
ourselves in the
fight.
foot.
Yeah, no, this is healthy debate.
We
that we're
are not
having.
fighting at all.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I'm fucking
I got
pissed. I
balls
can't
of
stand
piss.
Corey anymore. This
Oh,
is fucking
finally,
bullshit.
I'm
I'm
just,
outta
Shut
here.
the fuck up, Kriegers.
I'm
We
just
ain't going
beating-
nowhere.
He's
Go
I'm
back to
beating
your
the
hurricane.
shit out of my screen right now. Just
Yeah, no. If we all just do it, it's
Well,
it's
and that's-
backing for everybody.
Well, and my thing is too is we've all got to start getting along. You know, we're all adults, and you know all these other places that
Well,
want to
maybe
fight
not
with
with you.
each other. Well, yeah, you don't have to get along with me, whatever. But we're all adults, right? We got to have healthy debate, and we got to come up with good solutions to make it all work in our favor,
well,
right?
I don't know. You know, I think there needs to be regulations because everyone and their fucking mama is trying to sell juice because it's selling for 1,000% markup. So everyone's like, oh, good money, good money. So everyone and their mama is making bathtub juice. And don't get me wrong, I'm not above bathtub juice.
All right.
Hell, but I'd rather it be my own bathtub juice than someone else's. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but
And
if-
I'm right with you, and I'm not against regulation. But tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Let the group have a say, so it's not misinformation building these regulations. And let's get them in place, and let's find out what we're up against.
And sit down with a mediator too, so the mediator can be impartial to both sides. You know, we're not, you know,
But
so
But here's the thing. I mean, on the grand scale of things, we're not that fucking important. We're not important enough to have a mediator. We're not important
But
enough
honestly,
to be
Blake,
able to afford that kind
there's-
of.
dude, they're saying in this year in the U.S. it's $1 billion in sales. Somebody
One
get
billion
out-
is-
Cigarettes
Yeah,
at the same time are
nothing.
$114
It's
billion.
nothing.
I know,
We
I
have such a
understand.
small
Guys-
piece of the pie.
So,
guys,
but-
listen. Hayes said, so would the next step be health board compliance and inspectors for juice makers?
Yes.
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 Which would be-
Absolutely.
Be no different than running a restaurant. Your health
But what?
inspector
No,
comes in.
I wouldn't go that far. I'd compare it to a coffee shop,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Here's the
Same
thing.
Instead of caffeine going across the counter, it's nicotine.
Yeah.
You know what? If that happens, the business is going to shrink just retardedly. And if you think prices are high now,
That
imagine
was
what they'll
my
be
worry.
then.
That
But
was
you know,
my
I don't
worry.
see a
That if
problem
we
here with
get
this happening
regulated,
because for a couple $100, you can have the health board come in and inspect your kitchen
Yeah.
to give you commercial kitchen status for selling at farmers markets.
that's
That
true.
is what we're
Yes.
looking at. It's
Okay.
nothing.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
nothing. Like, it's so easy and so simple, and the infrastructure's there already. They just don't want to do it.
And it's and Cindy said on her show too, it cost her $1,800 for this year to send 3 tests away of
Enough.
everything, right? So, and what's $1,800 to test all of her ingredients that go into her NICU? What's $1,800 really to do 3 tests a year? It's $600 a test.
Mm.
But eventually, at the end of the day, you have to pass that on to the consumer.
Well, yeah.
So now,
but,
if every
but $1,800.
But if you're
divided
selling
by
a
how many
consumer
bottles
product,
is
you should
right?
But we need to be knowing our quality is good. Like, I do titration tests on my nic coming in, so I ensure as best as I can that what I'm buying is what it's supposed to be, and that I don't make a mistake before it goes out of my place. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, Curly's got it. Food safety permit, past kitchen, done deal. You know, and you need to you need to follow that. Like, it's not asking for a chemical lab. Like, it's not asking for a university level chemistry lab.
No.
No, a clean kitchen and a
that's
fucking
it.
safety permit. Yeah, man. That's
it.
just same as a coffee shop.
See, and I don't feel that is unreasonable if that's going to get us into a regulated area where we're going to be left the fuck alone.
You know, and
Well, that's the goal, right?
You know, we know machinists, we know welders and stuff. How much would it cost us to make a couple stainless steel tops and this and that? You know, really, how much would it cost?
But you don't even need the stainless steel tops
No.
to get your kitchen certified. It has to be clean. It has to be undamaged.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, clean. How hard is that? Clean.
Yep.
You know, that your
Absolutely.
countertop isn't cracked and beat the fuck. Like,
I
they're
have
not
eaten at some
asking
shady
for a
Chinese food
commercial-
restaurants. It doesn't take much.
exactly.
It doesn't take. I like my Chinese food.
It's
It
true.
doesn't take much to get a Chinese food kitchen pass.
Yeah.
You know, there's so the next step could be so simple.
Absolutely.
And it would be
But-
so beneficial is the thing. It's such a little take to get so much give. You know what I mean?
But it won't happen.
No.
It's too simple. It's too
Yep.
easy. The infrastructure's already there. Of course, this will not pass government, eyes,
Yeah.
because they need the price tag to be so bloody high that we all leave, and the pharmaceuticals take over.
That's it.
And then who knows what they're
Just
putting in
gonna
it?
say that.
You know, just
Well,
like
here's
that's
the
You
thing.
got it.
big tobacco.
Here's
Like,
the
what are they
thing.
putting in their cigarettes? We know they've got additives being put in. You know,
Yeah.
I don't
what
know
are
about
they?
it for y'all, but for me, it's going to be impossible for them to make it so fucking high that I can't afford to do it anymore. It's fucking impossible.
How
How
do you
so?
figure it's going to be impossible? I mean, all they have to do
Well,
is say,
because he
"From
makes
now
his own
on-"
juice. Is that
No,
what
but
you're
fair
meaning?
enough.
You tell me how they're going to do it, and I'll tell you why. Because
Okay,
you're going to
let's-
say, what if they outlaw nicotine? They can't outlaw nicotine.
No, I'm not going to say that,
No.
Blake. What I'm going to say is now let's take out of the picture that you're a DIYer. Let's say you're the average vapor who buys their juice regularly to support themselves. If the pharmaceuticals get involved and start marketing the 30 ml bottle of juice instead of, say, what we're paying now for it, it's going to be $40 a bottle. There's going to be a lot of people dropping like fucking flies.
True. I didn't say a lot of people. I said me.
No, I know, and I understand that.
Yeah, and see, Blake, I'm right with you because I'm a vapor for life. You know, they can make whatever law they want. They can change whatever they want. They ain't getting me out of this.
No,
Why?
I wouldn't go back.
No, and I'm the same way.
I love it, and I love
I'm the
you
same
guys.
As you, Blake. You know,
And
go
and
ahead.
it-
I shut up.
And if you are the average person, if they fucking do that and you're smart, which I'm not claiming there's many smart people out there, you'll fucking read. I mean, you have Google. It's like the ultimate answer for everything. Fuck. You can learn how to DIY it yourself. I mean, it's not
Sure you can.
complicated. You may not make the best juice in the world, but
But it'll
there's
get you
plenty
through.
of
But you know what?
there's
But you
plenty
will-
of one flavored juices that are great juice. That
You
you,
will-
can
you
do
will make
yourself
it-
at home.
Yeah, you'll make something that you can vape.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that complicated.
It's not
Honestly-
hard to make vapable juice.
Honestly, I think
you
the
know, I've
whole
heard-
fucking system is jacked anyways.
I've
Well,
heard the
Corey-
argument so many times already. What?
No, I said go, because you were waiting to talk.
Well, I've heard the argument so many times. Well, if they outlaw this, I've got a year's supply in the freezer. I've got this. I've got that. Worst case scenario, zero nic juice and a patch.
Yeah. Look,
They outlaw nicotine vaping. If I can't source the nicotine, and I'm pretty sure I can always source nicotine
Mm-hmm.
or extract it myself.
don't you live on a farm?
Well, I live in town, but yeah, we own a farm.
When you
mom and
own a
dad are on the farm.
don't they use nicotine for pesticide?
No, we use nastier stuff. But we have an organic farmer that's next door. He does use nicotine.
There you
Yo,
go.
that's
All you
where-
gotta do is make friends
Exactly.
with a farmer.
There's ways around everything.
I'm sure there's somewhere around Edmonton that some guy fucking spraying his field with nicotine I can talk to.
Yep.
Yo, hook a brother up.
I just
But
want to
there's
do a
ways around
bottle.
this.
I suck your dick. You do
And-
what?
But I'm not scared about what it's going to do to me. In my whatever they do is not going to put me back smoking again.
Smoking again.
Yeah, no, I won't be.
What
back
I'm
smoking.
scared of is what about that person that's still smoking and won't have the opportunity to have a healthier alternative.
That's so true, man.
Mhm.
I guess I'm just an asshole because I'm like, fuck them. I don't care. Fuck them. They can do it. I worried about my problem. They can worry about their own fucking problem.
I got mine. You go.
Great.
Here's the American angle. Look out for number
Great.
one.
Did you see what Mom said?
Yes.
Hey, well, of course.
But Mom
look out
didn't get
for
the
number
original
one.
reference, so that comment has no bearing.
That goes right back to my mantra, I guess. Love yourself, because no one fucking else is going to.
Eat
Well,
your
I hope
vitamins,
my
kid.
wife and kids love me, but
Well, you know what I mean.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I don't think it's the actual vapors now that would have the issue. It would be all the people that are
It'd be the
waiting
converts
to
that we
be
lose.
converted.
Yeah.
Well, like I said before, I mean, if this all goes south on us, those of us that are in the know will have a black market connection all the time. Those of us, sadly, who aren't in the know will not.
Well, I mean,
and if they choose to shut us down, how they're going to do it is with fines that are astronomical.
Yeah.
You know, if they all of a sudden say online sales are illegal, first offense, the fine is $25,000. How many vendors can handle that?
None of them.
No,
None of them.
well,
no one's keeping their online going if that's the fucking case.
Oh, my website would be shut down the next day, or that day if I heard that day and that time.
Oh, mine would be shut down if it was $100 fine. See ya. I'm out.
You know, we can't play that game.
Yeah.
And
Well, see-
the Americans already proved that works when they outlawed online cigarette sales. You know, there was a booming business with online cigarette sales to bypass state taxes.
that's true.
And when Obama passed the Tobacco Act and outlawed that, and it was only a $5,000 first offense fine. Then they got really ugly after that. But it shut it down that day. That industry died that day.
But again, like I said, you can still buy tobacco online.
Yep.
You just
You just need to know where you're going.
plant. Well, you just have to buy the plant. You can buy the individual shit. You just can't buy it all rolled up into one.
Yep. Well, there's always a way. There's always a way around whatever they do. But the business side of it could be severely impacted.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to outlaw in the United States. If they was going to, they already would have.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you know
Steve,
what?
you guys are in a worse place than we are. Whatever happens there would probably be more drastic than what happens here because you're already regulated as a tobacco product.
Yeah, can
Whereas
I?
here, we do not. Go ahead.
I just want to ask a question. In the States, like at the Super Bowl and shit, they have like, even on their TV, they have like Blue brand commercial things and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
The Stephen Dorff one.
they're owned by like Newport. Newport owns one of them.
Yeah, they bought them.
And so who's going to shut down Big Tobacco that owns those?
No
or are
one.
they, or you
Big
just
Tob-
think they're going to take it over
That's
and
the
regulate
goal.
it?
That is the goal. The goal
Oh,
is
okay.
to put the e-cig mass market, which we're not mass market. What the people
we
that
are.
are the people who are vaping like we are not mass market.
No.
We will never be mass market.
We're a niche
well
market.
past that point.
Yeah.
We're what you would call an
Hobbyist.
enthusiast or a hobbyist or
Yeah.
something like that. So
A
I
niche
mean,
market.
But the goal is, in the United States at least, it's clear. The goal is to put the e-cig, because I mean they're lobbying. Yeah, they're lobbying for it already. You know,
in the hands of big tobaccos.
Philip Morris and someone else.
Yeah,
Philip
Laura
Morris?
Lard. Laura
Whoever-
Lard is the people who
Blue.
own Newport.
Well, whoever's distributing the tobacco for Philip Morris and all those guys, they're already setting up to do nicotine in the United States for e-cigarettes. Now, you don't think that they're going to sell that to the general public, do you? No. They're clearly planning and initiating really a hostile takeover of the system. They intend on getting in on this billion-dollar business.
Yeah.
But we're not the billion-dollar part.
No.
I just wanted to, like, I knew that they were owned by Big Tobacco, so I just wanted to ask that question.
To put it in Dragon's Den or Shark Tank references, if Big Tobacco decides to play this game, they're gonna crush us all like little cockroaches.
Not true.
I don't doubt
They're not gonna crush us. They're not targeting us.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not targeting us. They're clearly not. They're targeting their plan is the right one to make money. They're targeting new people to vaping. They're targeting
People that don't want to
who are-
smoke but will vape.
Yeah, they're targeting the people going in to buy a pack of cigarettes. Like, oh yeah, I want to buy a pack of cigarettes. Oh, don't buy a pack of cigarettes. Buy this. This is better. That's who they're targeting.
So you think all of our, like, I mean, Corey makes his juice from DIY supplies and yada yada. You don't think that that's gonna get in on any of that?
No, they're not gonna. That's what I'm saying.
They will never make a juice that'll compete with me. And I'm not bragging.
They're not going to attempt to, because they're not after us. They're not after the people who are already vaping and have switched to fruity flavors and stuff like that. They're after the people who smoke. So they want it to be as close to smoking as possible.
I see. Okay.
They want to stem the flow of people quitting smoking.
Yep.
So if the people are looking at an alternative to quitting smoking, they want to ensure that their money every day keeps coming to that particular
The same
tobacco
company, exactly.
So
not
that
to
they
somebody
don't
else.
lose.
They don't want to lose cash flow. They just want to divert. Okay, fine. Put a fucking pipe
Why do
there.
you think NRTs, most of them don't work? It's because they want you to keep buying that. If you're not buying cigarettes, you're buying Nicorette patches or the Nicorette hair, or you're buying Tampax, or they're all working
I totally
together.
disagree with that. I totally disagree with that's the reason why quitting's not working. The reason why quitting's not working is because it's fucking really difficult.
No, I said that's why. No, I'm saying that's why NRTs
It's our
don't
own
work.
fault.
That's why I'm saying NRTs won't work. They don't want them to work, Blake. It's not that they,
But that's,
they
I
work.
don't
for
know
work, they'll work, man.
I don't agree with that. I don't think they don't want them to work. I do not agree with that. Because if that's the case, we're the same fucking way. You are, I am, whoever's making money in this business is the same way. Because you know for a fact that the chances of quitting completely when you go to vaping is just astronomically low. I mean,
Okay, and here's
How so?
here's my take on the whole thing.
I agree.
I do not blame Big Tobacco for me being a smoker.
No.
I was a
I
smoker
blame-
because I smoked the first cigarette. I enjoyed it. I wanted the second one. I kept going from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made me a smoker. Nobody else.
No, I don't blame Big
They
Tobacco
supplied
at
a
all.
product that I willingly bought.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
willingly bought their product. I longed for their product. I needed their product. It wasn't their fault I was a smoker. It was my fault. And I can't lay the blame for my actions on them.
No.
I can lay the blame on pharmaceuticals for purposely, in this country, it's the pharmaceutical companies fighting us, not Big Tobacco. It's the pharmaceutical giants. I can lay the blame on them for fucking with our program, because their program doesn't work. Ours, we may never ever get off nicotine, ever. But at least we are giving an alternative. Up till now, there has been no alternative. The alternative is you buy the cigarette, or basically you get yourself off of nicotine. That's your two options.
Yeah.
Yep.
we provide a third
wholeheartedly agree with
option.
that.
We chose the path less traveled.
Yes. And it's a far better path, in my opinion.
Well, and Wayne, I see what you're saying too.
And-
Like I've read there's a book about the cure for cancer, and there apparently is one. I can't say there is or isn't, but the pharmaceutical companies put a stop to it because it would ruin their multi-billion-dollar business every year.
But they say that about everything. They say that about cigarettes. They say that
Well, I
about
don't-
fucking everything.
I don't know if it's a true book or not. I just
No,
read
no,
a book about
I'm
it,
just-
right? No,
I'm just
I know.
saying that they say that about everything. You know, they say the reason that they don't want that
Lee Harvey
big
Oswald
farm.
didn't kill Kennedy. That's all.
See, there you go. And there's a dude buried in the stadium.
Every-
Jimmy Hoffa.
There's always a conspiracy theory behind everything, right?
Yeah.
Everything. You can make up a conspiracy theory if you can get all your facts and work out all the facts. You can make a conspiracy about anything.
And that haze is exactly where I am. After taking all the other paths, this is the one that made it so I don't have a pack of smokes in my purse. So I'm happy with it.
Yep.
After the Champex and the gum and the patches and the fucking everything else, the cold turkey, the wanting to kill everyone, this is the one thing that worked for me.
And not $20 a day like it was for me. I was 2 packs a day.
That's it. That's it.
So,
But at the same time, that not $20 a day. If I didn't DIY,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could guarantee you at what I demand for a quality of juice, I would be $20 to $30 a day.
Yeah.
If I had to buy
Yeah.
juice from a vendor,
oh yeah.
and if I had to buy it in 10 or 30 ml bottles, motherfucker, it would kill me.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't saved that much money switching.
No,
I haven't
I-
saved that much money switching from smoking to vaping.
Me neither.
I mean, I've spent
Have you seen my
less,
collection?
but it's not that much.
Do you think I saved a fucking penny?
Exactly.
But you also gained a hobby and a family of wonderful people to spend your
I
time
did.
with too.
But
You know,
I
so
gained an amazing group of friends,
Hey,
and
yeah.
I'm
You may
so
have-
happy to be part of it.
You may
You
have
met Jason
gained,
too.
You may
Don't
have
forget about
gained
Jason.
an amazing group of friends, but think about the crazy fucking uncles you inherited too.
Uncle Savvy.
Some of these motherfuckers, man.
Babby wants you
Corey,
to be his
Gabby
customer.
wants you to be his
Yeah,
customer.
we started at the same time.
Yep.
I've
Savvy,
and
aren't
then
you
there's
Corey's
people,
customer?
Look at Hayes.
Yeah. Aren't you
Hayes
Corey's
says
customer?
I've saved a shitload.
Well, and
Well,
some
I
people
mean,
do.
KP.
I mean, the average
KP
vapor
says he's
will.
still in the red.
Average vapor will. Right? But we're not average either.
for sure.
Here, right?
No,
You
we're
know,
not.
we are
No.
hobbyists.
Right?
well, I mean, if you could limit yourself and just buy a couple of mods
it went
and make your
down.
own juice, you would save a crap
Wait
ton
a
of money.
minute, it'll come
Oh,
back.
I mean, I got one
The hard
customer
part
who says 60 mils lasts him easily a month.
There's no fucking way.
Like-
60 mils won't last me 3 days.
No way.
I'm 30 meals a week.
I'm 30 mils a day.
Yeah,
I'm
but
right there
you're,
with you, Blake.
but you guys are vaping primarily very, very hopped up Jennies that are chewing through a lot of juice too.
And
Oh,
and we're
absolutely.
vaping 5 or 6 mods a day. It's
Right.
not just one single mod.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean,
Well,
I'm
and on my
easy.
desk
I'm
right
easy
now,
30
there's
meals a day.
22 mods.
Yeah, see, out of the
You know, there-
basically out of the 4 in my rotation, I'm 30 meals a week.
I'm not as big of a juice whore as Corey is, but I mean as big of a mod whore as Corey is, but I do vape more than a couple of mods a day.
Where did Zai go?
But like right now
She dropped.
I am vaping on a Nimbus on my Paps, and
I'll turn my cam on.
with the juice catcher built in this thing, it is holding about 1.5 milliliters of juice at a time, and I am getting about 8 good vapes on it before I need to re-drip it. So I'm burning through 1.5 mils of juice every 8 pulls.
Wow.
That's the same here on mine, Corey. Like, Nemesis, like I've filled it numerous times already, you know, like, I've gone through I've gone through 25 mils of juice today already.
Yeah, see, I've gone through
Like I got
probably
no
about
problems burning
20.
through. I got no problems burning through 240 ml bottles a week.
Okay, can
Of
someone
my daily
explain
vape
to me
stuff.
Hey,
How
if
the
it's a
fuck-
coil, sorry, go ahead.
how the fuck does Savvy only go through 6 mil a week?
Well, he also vapes at, is it 24 or 18 milligram? I can't remember, right? And he doesn't sit there and chain
Oh,
vape
yeah.
like we do, right? You know,
Oh,
he
I guess
keeps,
so.
He keeps his high and doesn't vape as much. Where
Oh, okay.
we're lower because we
I
enjoy
keep
the
mine
vape
low and
and-
vape twice as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, I don't vape low because, I'm trying to lower my nicotine. Like I said, my idea to vaping is completely different than the majority's because I don't think going down to lower and lower nicotine is that important because I don't see it being as much as a health risk as some of the other things inside the.
No, I mean,
Well,
like
it's-
I
I'm
like
with
said
you.
earlier,
Like I never lowered my nicotine because I wanted to get to zero. I lowered my
flavor.
nicotine because I was getting headaches.
Yeah.
I was getting headaches. I was
Yeah.
over nicking.
Yeah.
I enjoy vaping. I wanted to be able to vape more.
Do it
I didn't
more.
want to put the mod down.
Yeah.
So I lowered, and at 6, I'm still getting perfect satisfaction. And the other thing is, I can leave it sit, and I can walk away for 6 hours, and
Yep.
not think about it
Mm-hmm.
if I'm doing something else. I never went 6 hours awake without a cigarette in my life.
No.
From the age of 12 years
Your
old, I
face is
never
hilarious.
went more than 3.5 hours awake
And by
without a
that
cigarette.
time-
It didn't happen.
At
You know,
3.5
that's
hours, you were ready
I
to
don't
kill
know.
somebody.
I don't know if I could go 6 hours without vaping, dude.
That's another thing. Like
But you're
people
not
who
you're
are-
not there yet, bud. Like I got more time in, and
People-
my dependence on. Go ahead, Blake.
people who worry about like vaping inside stores and stuff. Like I don't understand that. Like you didn't smoke inside a store, so why is it so important that you're able to vape?
I agree with that one. I agree with that
Exactly.
completely.
Like,
Or on an
Same with-
airplane.
Or an airplane, yeah.
There's plenty of places that I know I could vape and not get in trouble for it, but I don't do it. I don't do it because I didn't vape inside the store, or I didn't smoke inside the store, so I don't vape inside the store.
just because I'm legally allowed to do it does not make it the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
You know, I used to push the envelope, and I told this to everybody earlier today in the hangout. I do not do it anymore at all. I do stealth vape in the theater with 24 milligram juice that is flavored like popcorn. It smells like popcorn and it makes no vapor. It's 100% PG, 24 milligram. I vape it on a mini Ego. I enjoy it. I don't make any clouds at all.
No, I did vape
I
at the
make clouds
hospital
in
when
theaters.
Alyssa had the baby. When Alyssa had the baby, I vaped at the hospital. But I was inside that building for like 48 hours, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you do what you gotta do. Like, you know, but if I get out of the car and walk into Walmart, guess what? My PV stays in the bloody car. I don't
Yeah,
need
so
it
does
in
mine.
Walmart.
See, I
You know,
always
if we're
put
gonna
mine
go
in
out
my
for supper-
purse. I always put mine in my purse, and I find myself, I always end up forgetting. Like, if I'm in Walmart for like 3 hours, I'll stealth vape a couple of times. It's not a big deal. But if I'm like walking to the store or whatever, I so fucking often forget that I'm not allowed to vape in the store because I never vaped in my house, and I can now. Or I never smoked in my house, and I can vape in my house now. So walking indoors vaping, it doesn't register. So I will be vaping away, walking through the first steel door on Walmart, and Jeff's like, aim, all the time.
You know,
I
I have
I
to admit,
forget.
I do like going to the store and being like, oh, that guy's vaping.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty funny. That happened at Walmart the other. Well, that was a while ago, wasn't it, darling? No, she's gone already. Damn.
What the fuck are you doing?
I
in
don't
Walmart,
want-
Museum?
I don't want to give the antis ammunition against us.
Exactly.
I do not want
Not
a
all
picture of
attention,
me
good
sucking
attention.
on a destroyer in Walmart getting on the internet, and this is why we need to ban this, because this is what's happening. I don't ever want that.
Should we start a new
If
site?
we get
Vapers of
banned-
Walmart? Vapers of Walmart? Very new site?
There is one already, I believe. But if that does get banned, I do not want my actions to be the one that would cause it.
True.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree with that statement.
so-
Okay, can we talk about something different?
Like not vaping, you mean?
No, vaping, but not.
Are we gonna talk
all
about
these
your
rules
unicorn
and
again?
regulations. We can, if you want to talk about my unicorn.
I don't
want to
talk about your unicorn. It was just
Don't
the
lie.
first non-vaping thing.
Don't lie, Amy.
Okay, what I want to know is what mod is Amy vaping on?
MVP.
Because that is one seriously over an MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Really?
what?
Yeah. Why? What's wrong?
Those are so
fucking
July.
love them.
Those are so July.
No. I'm not beating on the device. But there's an MVP.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah, but
an
we got
MVP?
great big
There's an
fucking pause, Corey.
Corey, I have tiny. What do you mean
But
that's an
I've never met
MVP?
Amy.
What's
I've never met
what's
Amy.
on top of
But
it?
it looks
A little
it
mini
looks like the
carton
size
tank.
of my God mod. Like it looks like the size of the vaping Bible.
How are you vaping a Cardo tank? We're all sitting here talking about being fucking enthusiasts and shit. She's vaping a Cardo tank.
I don't have a K-Fun yet.
And
And
she doesn't like
drippers.
Jenny's.
Drippers are a pain in the ass, and I hate Jenny's. They leak. What, are you just not going to talk to me now anymore? You fucking fuck.
And welcome to the elitist segment of our show.
Yeah,
Could someone
I don't count
Could someone-
anymore on my
could
own
someone
show.
tell this insignificant person that I'm an elitist and I don't talk to those below me?
You know what?
You don't talk to those that are below him.
Shut up.
Now
You
bow
know
down.
what?
Talk to Blake, you're not of the same
Hey,
social
no.
stature.
Wait.
Bow
Can I?
to me.
No, wait.
just
I want to win some elitistness back. Just
Elitist.
so you know.
Hey, that
Shut
claiming
up.
your
Shut up.
Zen is not gonna win any elitist
No,
points with me.
no, I know it's not. That I would go down in stature. But listen to me. Just so you know, that guy over there, I build all the
No,
coils.
not all you don't. You just build the majority of them because I'm busy.
Now,
Busy.
see, and
You
I-
couldn't
I
build
also-
a coil to save your
Busy.
fucking life. Ask Creeks.
I also remember.
Don't
I
you
also remember
busy.
the-
It's because you have
Hang
those
on.
tiny little Asian finger. You can wrap a tiny
Busy.
coil.
No.
You didn't
I
just
also
say
remember
busy.
sitting. I also remember
Creeks is
sitting
like,
in
you're
that.
never fucking busy.
I
Okay, so
remember
I get
sitting
points
in
back.
that. I remember sitting in that hangout with her, and she has this fucking Zen Sidewinder, and she's like, "It's so bad. It's so bad, but I don't want to rewrap the coil till Jeff gets home because he told me not to because I don't know how." And
Yeah.
and Blake said, "Nah, fuck that. Take that thing apart and do it like this." She said, "Oh, it works." And now she's gonna try and claim.
No. But now I can build fucking coils like nobody's business.
And you're welcome for that.
And I thank you for that, you stupid fucker.
It helps that she has tiny little Asian finger. I got hands like Corey's. They're big old goddamn ham
Oh,
hands.
really? You're gonna go there? Because Corey can build a coil.
Yeah.
No.
Building a coil. Hey, building a coil
Creeks
is not
has big old meat pots.
Corey,
He can
Corey,
build
bail
a
a brother
coil.
out here, man. Quick giggling
Nope.
and bail a brother out here.
Nope.
G Money.
I was gonna say
Shut up.
I'm probably one
Just
of the better
stop
builders
talking.
out there.
No
I'm
life
never gonna
vest.
claim to be the best, but I'm one of the better builders out there.
No life vest
Hey,
for smoke
Hey,
eater.
what's a coil? How do you do that again?
I built my RSST. Get fucked.
He did.
Hey, do you want a
I'll give him
shovel?
that.
And Jeff, if you're looking for redemption right now, there's a few things you need to do. You need to repeat after me.
Okay.
Honey, you are the light of my life.
I
love you dearly.
Honey,
You
I
have
love
given
you,
me
the
a
light of my
beautiful
life.
family.
Do you see what Mum typed? She went, blub, blub, you're fucking drowning.
I was figuring
It's
he
a
just needed a
long
new
fucking
shovel.
walk from that airport, Mom.
Oh, dude, she will fucking kill you. She threatened to kill you last time. You're so
I
screwed.
remember last time.
That's okay. Yesterday, he tried to outsource picking Mum up from the airport to Creeks. He's like, dude, you go pick her up.
Well,
Nice.
it is cost effective. Kriegs drives the Echo.
That's right.
It costs like 15 cents to go pick her up.
Did you say he drives a gecko?
Don't be hating on the Echo, man. Blueberry's an awesome little car.
Focus.
Hold on, did you name
Do
your
you
car?
have River
Yeah.
City Vapes decals on it yet?
Not yet. Soon.
Are they en route, buddy?
His car is named Blueberry.
Badass ones.
My wife's laughing at you, Creeks.
Laugh away.
She says her Trailblazer will eat your gecko.
Yes,
I'm sure
but,
it would.
but my pickup
but it will
and your
cost
Trailblazer will have to stop for gas first.
Exactly. I can outrun you for cheaper.
Oh, that's funny. You people are all just making fun in chat with us. All loving the shit out of that.
Yeah, all beaten up on Smokey.
So easy.
I tell you what, I won't let them do it, Smoke.
You're gonna
What are
come
you
to my
gonna be
aid now?
the?
I'm gonna come to your aid.
Only-
Let them say
Can we
something else.
refocus
Let 'em-
this
let 'em
back on
say
Jeff
something.
again?
Yeah, we are.
We are Blake's.
Someone else say
Blake's got
something.
his back. Blake's got his back.
That's
I
right.
got your back.
Someone else trying to engage in conversation.
I got your back. Someone else try. Come on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
I'm ready for you this time, motherfucker.
Bitches be going down.
Oh,
Damn
there
right,
goes
fucking
Mama in
Americans
chat.
to the rescue. You're right. We rescue you fuckers all the time, don't we?
Still burnt down your fucking White House and ran away.
Hey, ate the dinner first. We fucking sat down, finished up the grub that we chased you away from, ate it, then burnt your motherfucking house down.
And ran away.
And then ran away.
First.
Shit's on fire. Gotta go buy.
Kitty cat. What the fuck you talking about, kitty cat? I don't own any cats.
He eats cats.
I don't eat cats.
No, you
Come on
eat
now,
squirrel.
I'm not Chinese.
I'm not
I
Chinese.
do eat squirrel. I like squirrel.
See?
Squirrel's good.
Squirrel's not a bad meal.
Squirrel?
Oh, it's pretty decent. It's greasy though.
It is greasy.
So it's
got a
fried
pan
chicken and
fried
you like
over
that.
Darling.
Oh, I love me a bucket of Dirty Bird.
So this is the food segment of our show now.
So since we're at the food segment,
Bacon,
turducken,
bacon.
I want a turducken, man.
Oh my
Ever since
god.
y'all told me about that, that's all I want. And I'm like, oh, I need to make one of these for Thanksgiving.
Turducken
And I
is
bring it up to
good.
everyone, and they're like, oh yeah, we know what that is. Like, fuck you. How am I the only American that doesn't know what a goddamn turducken is?
I can't believe you didn't know what that was.
Apparently, Mom thinks we're gross for eating squirrel, but guess what you're all having for the first night you get here? Corey sent me a whole crate of squirrel.
You live in Canada. You live in Canada. Don't y'all live on shit like goat and stuff up there?
No, we
Oh,
don't live in
goat?
India.
Motherfucker, that shit ain't fit for human consumption.
Don't you you live in
I'd rather
Canada?
eat
Don't you
skunk.
live on goat? Really?
I thought
You
y'all ate
live
like
in-
goat and horse and sheep and shit. I thought y'all had some fucked up meat.
That's
habits.
England.
Oh.
That's
Well, I mean, y'all are part of the fucking. What do
we,
you
we
call
do
it?
eat
The
moose, you know,
Commonwealth.
ditch donkey.
That's all I hear is
Blake.
Commonwealth.
Blake, you just
Oh,
turned it on yourself, brother.
Stupid.
Blakey.
Blake, you're so stupid.
What are you, dumb?
Alberta crazy.
There
No,
you go,
we've never heard.
stupid.
No, because do you know what we consider good beef? Good beef doesn't come from fucking Canada. Good beef comes from Texas.
Well, there's your first
I'm
problem.
sorry, but
That's your
good
first issue.
No.
beef and American does not come in the
Not
same
go
sentence
together,
because
no.
everyone knows you don't feed corn to an animal.
That's right.
Yep.
If you feed
Exactly.
corn to an animal, that animal tastes like corn. It doesn't taste like beef. It tastes
Corn.
like corn. You know, American pork, American bacon, no taste, none.
Are you
know,
fucking kidding
it's-
me? Where are you buying your American
It
bacon?
should
Where you
not
buying your American
be
bacon?
called bacon.
Y'all must have like one of those. Like in England, I know. What's his name? Chunk. They have like what they call an American novelty store, and it's filled with like American novelty foods. They call them novelty foods, but they're like it's like what we eat on a regular,
Twinkies?
like Twinkies and
Twinkies,
and different kinds of cereals and shit like that. Is that where you're buying your stuff from, Corey? Are you
No.
buying it from an American novelty store?
No, we have English novelty stores here.
Uh huh.
Yeah. But
Uh-huh.
no, like it's like you said, like I'm from a farm. My background is agriculture. It is animal husbandry. It is growing beef, growing pork, working in that industry. That's where I grew up. And corn gives a very certain taste to meat. That is what an American would consider the proper taste, because that is your main crop is corn. That's what gets fed. So it's perfectly normal to you.
Every American I've ever... Sorry, Corey, go ahead.
Oh, well,
Go ahead.
Well, there's the solution. Y'all feed y'all's barley to y'all's cows, and we use ours for our alcohol.
But no,
Don't
every
even go
American,
there.
every
Because
American
your beer-
that I've is water.
Hey, don't give me
Fucking
any
tainted
shit.
shit water?
Because Canadian beer is just as bad.
No, it's Canadian beer get you drunk.
Canadian beer is just as bad as American beer. I've had Canadian beer. It's not that good.
Yeah, but is it Canadian beer you bought down there in Little Rock?
I don't live in Little Rock, but close. I mean, I do have to go.
in
I
Ward-
do have to go within 20 miles of Little Rock to buy alcohol because I live in a dry county.
I'll tell you what, I will mail you some real Canadian beer.
You tell me what a real Canadian beer is, and I'll tell you if I've had it or not.
What's a real Canadian beer? Well, there's Canadian, but that's not really Canadian anymore.
No.
Yeah, that shit's horrible. I've had it. It's terrible.
Big Rock,
Alex-
Alexander Keys.
Big Rock's bad. I don't like Big Rock. Give me another one.
Alexander Keys. How do you not like
I've
Big Rock?
never-
It's only in Alberta.
I've never had that.
And then there's the Granville Island.
There's one Canadian beer that is okay. I drink it on occasion, and that
Molson
is
Canadian.
what's the name of that beer? Hang on.
Labatt Blue.
Labatt Blue Light. The original is fucking disgusting. It's okay. It's okay for a
No
domestic
wonder
beer.
you think Canadian beer is shit.
Yeah, you got to drink some of the
I
microbrewery
disagree.
stuff we have up here.
I totally disagree. Labatt Blue, ice cold. That is a
It's
nice,
nice.
crisp,
It's
true
okay.
Pilsner. It's a true Pilsner beer.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah,
lager. It's not an ale. It's a Pilsner. It's supposed to have the aftertaste and the bite of a Pilsner. It's just the way it is.
I don't
It's
like
not my
Pilsners,
favorite
though.
Pilsner by any means. Right. And I don't like lagers.
Yeah.
I drink a Pilsner beer.
Yeah.
I like
and
that
I'm
a little bit
betting-
heavier, a little bit more flavorful.
So
It
what
just
beer
is
do you
what it
drink,
is.
Corey?
And, well, I'm betting
I
y'all's
drink
idea
Pilsner.
of American beer isn't my idea of American beer. Like when you think American beer, you think Budweiser.
The king of beers.
Okay.
Hey Corey, can you please
But what I was gonna
email me your
say-
shipping
I
address?
sent it to Kathy earlier today.
See,
I did
good
send it to
American
Kathy
beer.
hours ago today.
Good American beer.
Oh no!
What I was going to say about the beef, though, Blake, was a lot of Americans that I know that have come up here and had true Canadian beef say it's gamey.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise
Because
me.
it's
More
fed a different
natural?
grain.
I hear the
But
women are
no,
gamey
it's
too.
not that it's not more natural. It's none of that. It's corn puts a very certain taste in an animal. Barley puts a very certain taste in an animal. We are used to feeding barley because it's what we grow domestically,
Right.
and so that's what most of our animals are fed.
Okay.
In the States,
Or alfalfa.
corn is the big crop. Well, alfalfa gets fed on both sides of the border, so it comes down to the grain.
Okay.
But in the States, corn is the big crop, so it is the main feed crop. Corn and barley give very different tastes to the animal. So we are used to the taste of a barley-fed animal, and so if we go to a corn-fed animal, which is a milder flavor,
Bland.
it'll taste bland to us.
Yeah.
Whereas to someone that's used to that is what they know as good beef.
Anyways,
So
So then ours tastes.
They come up
too
here
strong.
and eat our beef. Too strong, it tastes gamey.
Okay.
coming up on 9:30
And
here.
so it's not that one.
We should pull the pin on the show quick here, though. It's coming up on 9:30.
Okay.
So
Bye guys. Thanks for coming out
Thanks
and
for
listening
everybody
to
coming
us
out and listening to us
fucking
ramble
debate
and rant.
life.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool! I was
Everybody-
live. You're live.
We were
right?
live.
Yep.
Oh, I had to scramble to change the screen.
Boobs.
Boobs.
So,
All right.
anyways, back
Cheers,
to
everyone. Have a
back
good
to
night.
good American beer.
Night.